Good morning, everyone. It's Coach Reem, and I want to welcome you to week 3 of our season training program. We are back on TRX this morning, and we are doing the same exercises we've been doing the last couple of weeks, but we are now up to sets of 12, which is as high as we'll get in this cycle through. So after this week, we go to recovery week, where we'll drop down to 8 sets of to 8 reps. So today, start as we always have. All right, let's get your straps out. You're at the midpoint. Let me just try to adjust the camera quick here so you can see hopefully all of me. Okay, so we're at the about mid-length. Your straps off of the floor, and we're going to start with the golf swings. So just a reminder, slight bend in the knees, slight bend in the waist. We're grabbing the handles, we're pushing on the handles, really start feeling that core engagement right from the start. And just alternate. One hand up, other hand up. Vision stays down right now, just easing into it. Sets will continue, just do 8 of each of the exercises. So we've got one more on each side. Okay. Make sure that you reset up. Sometimes I notice people fall in as the set goes on. So reset. Now looking up at your hand. And on each side here. For 7 and for 8. Let's go into swings. So full swing coming up, pivoting, looking over your shoulder, and switch sides. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, good. Coming back here, pushing down with your hands, and then up and back. Opening up through your chest. Trying to be as tall as possible on this one, pulling back on your shoulder blades. Okay, and last one. Okay, and let's go into standing high knees now. So just holding with the arms are bent in 90 degrees, holding onto the straps, just using them right here for balance. Let's come up with your knees. So you're starting to engage your core a little bit more here. Eight. Okay, switching sides. And for 8. Okay, going into hamstring curls. And nice and tall. Key here is to keep these quads even to each other. Make sure that on the foot, your side where you're rising your foot, your quad's not inching forward. You should feel a stretch through your quad and then a tightening through your hamstring. Okay, and last one. Okay, switching sides. And last one here. Okay, let's go into the side leg raises and standing tall, holding against the straps, just using these for balance. And raising one foot out to the side, making an effort to keep your toes pointing in a forward direction and your upper body as tall as possible so that nothing is moving here except for your one leg swinging out and back. Deliberate motion. Okay, switch sides. Same thing on this side. Toes facing forward, body tall. Okay, now we're going to the last one in the warm-up set. This is going to be a back leg raise. It's not quite straight back, at least it isn't for me. You just take it at the angle that your leg wants to go. You should feel it right in the big muscle in your glutes. And last one on this side. And switching sides. 5, 6, 7, and for 8. Okay, we're going to start for set. Main set, let's lengthen out your straps so they're going to end up about 6 inches off the ground. And pull them in, coming out from under your arms. And hopefully by now, those of you who are off the straps know where to go, but you're at the countertop, getting your body in nice sling the same way you went on the straps so that your heels are just on the floor. Remember, your body is really tall here. I see people often, they're going like this in this setup. I don't want that. I want to make sure that your body is nice and tall and your heels are just on the ground in the tall position. So you're already getting a stretch through your calf muscles right here, and then roll it up onto the balls of your feet. Coming down, heels down, body always tall. Okay, sets of 12. So we've got 6 more to go here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and for 1. Okay, let's take it back into the reverse squat. And staying on the balls of your feet, keep the weight forward. Push back so that you feel like you're aiming your butt back for the wall behind you, and then push forward, accelerate out of it. You'll hold your balance if you keep the weight forward. It only takes one time falling into the wall behind you to realize not to shift your weight back. And 4 to go. For 3, 2, and for 1. Let's go to rollouts. So grab your weights if you're off the straps. So you're going to be for your press backs. Hands straight out in front of you. and then pushing forward. And just a reminder on these, body always stays nice and tall. A few reminders. Hands go from shoulder height to a maximum of ear height. So you can adjust how far back you're standing to get your maximal range within that. So your maximum motion within that range I just gave you from shoulder height to ear height. If your shoulders bother you, then I would recommend not going quite as high up on this one. Engage through your core. And then just quick word about your feet. So my feet, and I don't think you can quite see them in this shot. I'll have to try to give that an adjustment. But I'm going from my heels just barely touching the floor to coming up. And that's not an intentional movement on my feet. It's just what naturally is going to happen as my body comes forward and back. I've lost count a little bit here, which happens when I start talking. So I think we're at about 2 left. So we'll just do 2 more. And last one. Okay, going into your triceps. So similar setup. Hands now, handles against each other, keeping your elbows in. And for those of you with weights, these are the tricep kickbacks now. So you're pushing and then coming through. Hands come to about your hairline. On this one, really focus on keeping that body nice and tall. The triceps are muscles that we don't use much in our day-to-day lives. So this is where you're working them out, but because of that, you do tend to get weak. And they're small muscles anyway. So just adjust so that you're carrying the body weight that you're able to go through this range without breaking at your waist. Got 4 more to go. And 3. And 2. And last one. Okay, let's take this over to the side. And I'm going to go ahead and shorten the straps up now. The obliques. Okay, so handles on your head, or if you are off the straps, hands on the handlebar, nice. So the amount of lean here depends, makes it how difficult or how much of your weight you're carrying. So the straighter up you are, the less weight you're carrying. The more slanted you are, the more weight you're carrying. Either way, you want your body to be straight to start, and then drop your hips out to the side, straight out to the side, and bring them back in. Movements coming from the core. Really think about your obliques, and also through the center of your abs on these ones. Focus on the muscles you want to be using, and you're more likely to use them. Mind-body connection. Six to go. After 4. And 3. 2. And for 1. Okay, switch to the other side. Set yourself up at a similar angle. Make sure that you're straight out from the anchor, straight out from the countertop. And come down for 12 on the side. Six to go on this side. And that's 3, 2, and 1. Okay, Going into back extensions now, or if you're using your weights, we're doing the 2-leg deadlift. So hands straight up in the air. Body is perpendicular here, so you're standing nice, just nice and tall. Drop down into a pike position, leaning into it, toes coming off the ground. Now starting at your heels, pushing back, but the motion mostly comes right from the hips and core and coming straight. Keeping an effort to keep your back flat or slightly arched, but it's mostly a flat back. On the deadlift, you add a little more of an arch to it, but either way, you're not rounding your spine. That's the goal, is to stay as tall as you can. Let's go 8 more here. That's for 7. And 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And for 1. Okay, onto the legs. 2-legged squat. Feet are hip width apart, toes facing forward, 90-degree bend in your arms or so, and just coming down, straight up and down as much as you can. Remember the cue on these and most of these lower body exercises where you're facing the anchor is that the upper body is coming up and down straight. So think of that book that's on your head right now. Try to balance it. If you're in a room together, would I hear books crashing on the floor, or would things be quiet? That's the visual. Okay, let's go 6 more. 5. 4. 3. 2. And for 1. Okay, let's go into a wide squat now. Toes facing out. And as we squat now, you're pushing your knees out to the side, lining up with your toes. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and for 12. Okay, let's take it over to the arms. So grab your weights if you're off the straps. We're starting with the mid row, which is hands about 45 degrees, elbows coming out to the side, lining up your wrists nice and straight, and keeping your body tall. Drop yourself down, bring it up, adjust. Hopefully by now you're feeling yourself getting stronger, and maybe you're able to step it in a little bit, or maybe you've picked up a heavier weight. But since we're doing extra reps today, another 2 reps, going up about 20%, well, 20% from 10 reps to 12. It's just that much harder than it was last week. But especially if you're doing these twice a week, or you're doing this and some other strength work, so that you're doing full body work twice a week, you find yourself getting stronger with time. And we'll go 2 more. And last one. Okay, let's go into the high row. So now hands are up high, hands, elbows, shoulders, all at the same height. Same cues there on the weighted version of these. And you'll feel this one more in the shoulders again. And upper back, really make the effort to pull it back, finish it off. One way to help prevent us from rounding forward is to have strong upper back muscles. This is a great exercise to focus on those. And we'll go 4 more. For 3, 2, and for 1. Let's take it into the set lunge. So one leg back, setting up so that you're on the ball of your foot in the back. That'll let you get a longer stance than if you try to set up like this. Okay, so put it back. Trying to keep your legs hip width apart, or even you're a little closer to that. You want that back knee to come down in a neutral position. So straight forward and back, not tilted out to the side. Yeah, come on down. For 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and for 12. Okay, let's switch sides. Legs straight back. And dropping it for 12 on this side. Every time I do these at the beginning, with my right leg back, the alignment just doesn't feel right. So I'm always trying to adjust a little bit to make it right. So don't hesitate to do that. We've got 4 to go. For 3, 2, and for 1. Okay, let's go up to the side. Toes facing forward, lateral lunges. Arms still bent in the 90 degrees, body is as tall as you can make it. Come on down. Both toes are facing forward, sets of toes are facing forward. So this is 1. Where you want to make sure you're taking a peek down, because people tend to start pointing their toes out as they lunge over. Width of the stance should allow your knee to come straight over your toes. Second leg, stay straight all the time. And go for 3, 2, and for 1. Okay, switching sides. Check your toes. Let's go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and for 1. Get back to the arms, palm up tight rows. So grab your weights if you're using them. Arms are tight to the body, palms facing up, body tall. Rock yourself back. Bring it up for 8. Adjust your angle as you need to. That's for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go into bicep curls. And bring it up here. Whether you're using the weights or the straps, you want a nice tall body position at all times, engaging through your core, pushing, pulling in your navel to spine. Last 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and for 1. All right, round 1 done. Go ahead, grab some water, and we'll come back to the straps in just a few seconds. Just gonna try to see if I can get my camera adjusted just a little bit to get my feet into the shot a little bit better. And we'll start facing out. So you're gonna lengthen your straps again. Okay. All right, so straps under your arms or go back over to your countertop. Get your body at that nice angled position. And now we've given you some reminders on the exercises, so we're going to start running through the next 2 sets quicker. All right, so calf raises are right here, up to the balls of your feet for 12. That's for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, step it back. Get your body about 45-degree angle with the ground. Heels are just wider than hip width, staying on the balls of your feet. Come on back, accelerate out. That's for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, next is rollouts or press backs with the weights. Hands straight out in front of you, body nice and tall. And pushing forward. Nice and tall. Feel the lengthening through your spine. Feel the work in your shoulders, muscles around your shoulders. And for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we're going to triceps next, handles together, keeping your elbows in. And knock it down for 12. Keeping your body nice and tall. Takes just a few of those to start feeling the burn. Okay, we've got 4 to go. And for 2. And for 1. All right, let's shorten up your straps. Going into the links next. So off the straps onto the countertop. Set yourself up into that side plank position using your hand. And on the straps, holding the lower handles of the straps, knuckles straight on your head. And dropping it down now. fingers. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and for 1. Okay, switch it to the other side. Set yourself up, make sure you're straight out from the anchor on this side. And last one right here. Okay, let's go into the deadlifts or the back extensions. Find the straps, arms straight up over your head. And come on down, pike your body. Look at your toes. Drive with your hips to bring it up. Focusing on flat back. You're not rounding into it. You're keeping tall from the waist to the shoulders. Okay, 6 more. Or 4, 3, 2, and for 1. All right, time for the legs. Regular squat is next. Toes facing forward, feet are just over hip width apart. 90-degree bend in your arms. Holding the straps, holding the countertops, bring yourself down. Try to bring your upper body straight up and down. Six to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and for 1. Okay, let's take it wide. Set yourself up. You're at about a 45-degree angle here. Pushing your knees out to the side, lining up over your toes. For 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, let's go to the arms. High rows. I'm sorry, mid rows we start with. So elbows out, 45 degrees. And on TRX, remember all the rows, your hands finish at your armpits. So the difference is the angle of your hands. So this one, you're at 45 degrees. With the angle of your elbows, always lined up. Keep the wrists neutral. Six to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and for 1. Okay, let's change your hand setup. High rows, hands down, even with your elbows and shoulder. And drop it down.
think about keeping your hands and your elbows and shoulders all at the same plane. Don't let your hands come up or your shoulders drop. Pull your shoulder blades together at the back. And we've got 6 left here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, up to the legs. One leg back. Start out with a nice long stance, really as long as you can get yourself into, and drop it down. Front knee is a 90-degree angle. Back leg is open more than that. It's really important that the back foot doesn't get too close, that you don't cramp your stance. Otherwise, you'll put pressure on your knee that way, which we don't want to do. Okay, for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, let's switch it up, switch sides. 8 on this side, or 12 on this side, sorry. I don't want to cheat you on reps, and definitely don't want to make you uneven. Okay, 8 to go. For 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and for 1. Okay, side to side lunges, toes facing forward. Push it over to one side. I can feel my heart moving faster now. So still able to talk to you, no problem, but have to take some pauses as I'm working hard too. Okay, let's go for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, switching sides. 8 on this side. Six to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, back to the arms. Grab your weights if you're using them. We're going with the palm up tight row. Again, hands straight at your armpits, elbows tight to the side, body tall, and bring yourself back. Adjust your angle as you need to. And on this one, take a look down at your feet. If they're any wider than hip width apart, bring them in so they're under your hips or even closer. I want your stability to come from your core, not your stance. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and for 1. Okay, last arm up, bicep curls. So you're not as quite as much of an angle on this one. Okay, let's go for 12 here. We are for 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right, round 2 done. It's amazing how much quicker they get going once you get through the first round. So take your 30 seconds, grab water. I'm going to turn on my fan here. It's getting feeling a little warm now. My cat's already woken up, had his breakfast, and gone back to sleep on the couch, which sounds pretty good to me, but we're going to keep on going. Okay, so we're going to start facing out again. So lengthen your straps, give yourself room to get into position. Get the straps on your arms, hands on the countertops, find your angle. And last time through. So heels start on the ground, body nice and tall. Rock it up for 12. For 4, 3, 2, and for 1. Expect. Set yourself up, body tall first. Crouch down, accelerate up. Weight staying on the balls of your feet. For 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and for 12. Okay, next one, roll outs. Arms straight out in front of you. Body tall. And then rocking up. So you can see a little better now that my heels do come off the ground as I come forward and come back down. But it's not an intentional tiptoe, it's just whatever naturally you need to get into this position. And obviously the more angled you are, the more your heels will be off the floor. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, and 4. Okay, triceps. I will step up a little for triceps on here because I can't carry quite as much body weight on them. Okay, elbows together, elbows staying within your shoulder. Make sure that you do that now, especially as you get tired. This is where form counts, whether you're using weights or the TRX strap. Your body stays nice and tall, always using your core. Keeping the positions in, keeping the elbows in. If you're not feeling it back in your triceps, upper part, the bottom of your underside of your arms, then you're doing something wrong. So try to adjust it until you feel that kick. And I, of course, lost count here, so I'm going to go with 3 more. Someone told me the other day that to be a personal trainer or a group exercise coach, that you have to not know how to count. And I think that's always right. Our rule is 2 to go. So I try to mix it up. Sometimes it's 2 to go, sometimes it's 3 to go. I do try to count, but once I get talking, I don't always keep track of my counting, especially this early in the morning for me. So you trust your count on your own. Go until you hit 12. Okay, let's go to that oblique. So I just shorten the straps. Knuckles on the center of my head and bring it down. You would think now, I've been teaching classes or personal training for more than 10 years that my counting will have gotten better, but it hasn't. Okay, 6 to go here. For 2. And for 1. Okay, let's switch over to the other side. For 8. 7. 6. 5. For 4. 3. 2. Okay, back extensions or deadlifts. Arms straight over your head. And bring it down. Driving forward with your hips. Back tall. 6 to go. Four. 3. 2. And last one. Okay, onto our legs. Last set of regular squats, toes facing forward, feet hip width apart, 90-degree bend your arms. Take a seat down, keeping the book on your head. Try to use your hands as little as possible. I play around with it. Can I manage with one finger on a strap? Definitely don't want to be yanking at the straps. The work is coming from your glutes, from your hamstrings, quads. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, let's go down for the wide squat and pushing down. Last 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and for 1. All right, let's go into the arms. So first arm is the mid row. Everything out, elbows are sticking out about 45 degrees. Wrists are lined up. And bring it in for 12. Last set. I know you're getting tired now, so really focus on your form. Say the third set is the money set. It all comes together. You're working hard against the fatigue to hold your form. Last 4, 3, 2, and for 1. Okay, let's go into the high rows. Hands, shoulders, elbows at the same height. Keep it tall. Drop it down. Adjust your angle as you need to. 11 to go. Put your shoulder blades together, finish it off. Keep your head neutral. That's 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, back to the legs. Set lunge, split squat, one leg back, and coming down. Can't believe I'm gonna get through this workout without Cameron waking up. He's gonna be pissed though. He likes to make his cameos. Got a few more minutes, maybe he'll pop in. Okay, 2 to go. And 12. Okay, switch. And second side. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and for 1. Okay, side to side lunges. Feet double shoulder width apart, toes facing forward. Slide it out to the side. Make sure you're peeking down to your feet now and again. Make sure toes are facing forward and that your knee is lining up with your toes. If you're going wider than your toes, if your knee comes out from your toes, widen your stance. If your knee's not quite lining up with your toes, try to go deeper or narrow your stance. So that's for 4, 3, 2, and for 1. Okay, second side. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, going back to the arms. So if you're using weights, go ahead and grab them. We're going palm up tight row, elbows tight to your body. And pull it in, keeping your elbows tight to your body. Nice long range of motion. Hands coming right at your armpits. Slightly lower, but that's the idea. And bring them all the way into the side. 6 to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and for 1. Okay, last arms, last piece of work for today, bicep curls. So on the straps, elbows high. And up and down, keep your elbows within shoulder height. Hands aim for your hairline. Sure your body stays nice and tall. This is the one I see people arching on, especially as they get tired. So it's as much TRX and really a lot of strength work. The core is so involved if you're thinking about it. So think about it, keep it participating, let the core hold your top body position. And we've got 4 to go, or at least we do by my count. 3, 2, good, and finish it off. Whew. All right, nice work everyone. Let's just stretch this out quick. So this was week 3 of the program. And so that means that I am now coming up with my series for the next week. So I'm facing out here, walking out, letting my hands come straight over my head, one foot in front of the other. So I would love your feedback. I've heard from some of you. I haven't heard from a lot of you. I want to know how it's going, what you think, if the exercises, if you're finding them too hard or too easy, if you're working off the straps, I'd like to know. So same arms, second foot forward. I'd like to know how that's going too, like if there's anything that you need for me to do to make these flow a little better for you. So since I can't see you and talk to you, it's kind of hard to know. So I'd really love to hear from you. Drop me an email. I'll open up registration soon for the next block. We'll open it up probably on Sunday. And I'll be releasing videos for the next block, or all the links for the next block before we get started the following week. I'll do another off the strap version for those of you who aren't using TRX. If you haven't been using TRX and you've decided that you want to switch over, and you absolutely can do that too, just let me know. I can help you find some straps and maybe talk to you about places in your house that it might work. So I put mine in a couple places for a while. I had them in my master bathroom, which is huge, and I had a closet door that just worked there, but I decided I didn't want to keep them there, but you get creative. Okay, other side, arms straight back. And now bring it in. Okay, so we're going to the windmill. So straps or not, position is the same. Feet are facing forward, wider than your hips. Arms are straight out to the side, and you're coming out. Exhale out, inhale, center. Exhale out. Nice tall stretches, and it looks like the sun is finally starting to come out over here. It's short days. So finish off with one more on each side, but you keep on going until you feel like you're done. Stretch more if you want to. And thanks again for joining me today. And I do hope to hear back from people just with some feedback. And we will catch you later. Bye for now, Coach Reed.